They work on this.
Sorry, Martin. I will let you know when it's time to share your screen. So don't share until it's time. There we go. Thank you.
Hi, this is Albert with Martin. I just had a question for those who want to view live. You're currently not live, correct? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, hello. Say again.
Hi, this is Albert with Martin. I just had a quick question. We're trying to view the link live, and I assume it's not working currently because there is no, you haven't gone live yet.
Yes, so can you type that in the chat? And that's for everyone, because we are live now, so we'll answer any questions offline, off the live. All right, but yes,
All right.
Once we go live, it will go live on all the links that you have. Right?
My biggest concern is just
Can everyone please mute your mics?
mute your mic.
Yes, please mute. Good morning and welcome to the Entrepreneurship World Cup Cayman Islands. I would like to welcome each and every one of you who are streaming live with us today. Thank you for joining this event. We are very excited. My name is Crystal Legrand and I am from the Entrepreneurship World Cup Caribbean. And on behalf of my team, I would like to welcome you. I bring greetings from Dr. Marcia Brandon, who is the Chief Executive of the Entrepreneurship World Cup Caribbean. And so from Dr. Brandon, I send you my greetings. I will be turning first the meeting over to our national organizers in the Cayman Islands to bring a warm welcome to you for this event. And over to you, Ms. Descent. Thank you so much. So before we get started with Ms. Descent and the national organizers bringing their greetings, I'd like to introduce you to a little bit of information about the Entrepreneurship World Cup and what it is all about. So the Entrepreneurship World Cup is the world's largest entrepreneurship ecosystem building program. It is a global startup competition and accelerator that catapults founders through a journey of developing an entrepreneurship venture, gaining training, resources, connections, mentorship, as well as millions in cash prizes and investment opportunities from our leading partners. There are over 400,000 participants across the globe from over 200 countries, and they're all vying for our $1 million worth of prizes and world-class networking and resources. So our finalists today in the Cayman Islands will have the opportunity to not only present their businesses to our panel of judges here today, but they will also have the opportunity to compete again in the regional finals and hopefully end up in the global top 100 finalists that will be traveling to Saudi Arabia in March 2023. So who are the organizers of this national competition? We have the Cjm organization, which is the Global Entrepreneurship Networking, operates a platform of projects and programs in 170, now 200 in fact, countries, aimed at making it easier for anyone, anywhere to start and scale a business, fostering deeper cross-border collaboration between entrepreneurs, investors, researchers, policymakers, and entrepreneurial support organizations. To learn more about the Global Entrepreneurship Network, please go to Cjm, G-E-N, global.org. The next organization that is partnered with us in executing the Entrepreneurship World Cup is MONSAT. And it is the small to medium enterprise general authority. It was established in 2016 with an aim of regulating, supporting, developing, and sponsoring the SME sector in the kingdom in accordance with global practices in order to increase the productivity of SMEs in their contribution to the GDP from 20% to 30%, which is their goal to achieve by 2030. MONSAT supports the process of establishing companies specialized in funding, activating, and encouraging banks, creating and supporting programs to develop projects, and establishing comprehensive service centers to issue all statutory requirements through in-person and virtual participation of the public and private stakeholders. Now we will have our welcome address from our national organizers. And so I invite the national organizers of the Entrepreneurship World Cup for the Cayman Islands to greet you today.
Michael, I'll allow you to go first.
You are on mute, Michael.
Michael, you are on mute.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning, Michael. It seems that we may have lost Michael, so let us go over to you, Althea. Please bring greetings. You will need to unmute as well.
The Cayman Islands Center for Business Development is extremely happy to be a part of this competition. It is our first time being a part of Cayman Islands' first time participating in this competition, and it's our honor to be leading along with the Sky Cayman team on this event. CICBD was set up as the government's agency to support small business development, and we support small businesses from startup through to maturity stages. micro and small businesses are who we are and what we do. So we were more than happy to be a part of this competition because it fits very squarely into what we do in terms of supporting small business development. As it is now, we operate an incubator and we operate several other programs that go directly into growing businesses. And so this competition fit very squarely into what we do, and we were more than happy to support. Of course, we have been doing a lot of background work, but in terms of the kind of support we would have wanted to give to the competition this year, we came in on the back end of it a little late. So we didn't get involved very much in preparing the participants, but look forward to being able to do that next year in terms of preparing you for, pitching and all of that kind of thing. But because we were so eager to be a part of this event, we were more than willing to come on, just nonetheless, though we got on the back end. We wish you participants the very best. We hope it's a good experience for you, and we hope you'll be more than willing to come along as we experience going forward. Thank you, and we look forward to you doing your very best this morning.
Thank you, Andrea, and thank you for bringing greetings to all the finalists. I also welcome now back Michael to bring his greetings from the national organizers.
Thank you again, Crystal. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to be here. It's also a pleasure to have my organization sponsor or co-sponsor this event in conjunction with the Center for Business and Development. I wish everyone the best of luck. I just, earlier when everyone was going through their presentations, I think everyone's going to do phenomenal well. And I'm hoping that we can be represented in the regional final and hopefully on to Dubai and beyond. So I wish everyone the best of luck. Thank you, judges, for being here with us. And I hope to see a lot of really cool stuff in the next hour.
Thank you, Michael. And over to you, Mr. Sent, one of our other national organizers.
Morning, everyone. Apologies about earlier. I was having some technical difficulties, but I seem to have sorted that out. So yes, I want to wish everybody a good luck and just do your best. And we're really excited to be here. It is Cayman's first time hosting this event. And as Althea mentioned, it was kind of a last minute thing that we decided to take this on. I'm glad we did. So I'm sure everyone's going to do great. I'm looking forward to seeing what we have in store in the next hour or so. And good luck to everyone. And over to you again, Crystal.
Thank you so much. And so we are all excited, as I mentioned before, to see the pitch competitions that are happening. And today we are going to bring you greetings as well from the Cjm organization. Cjm has been doing the work behind the scenes and making this event possible. So I bring you greetings then as well from Jonathan Altman, the president of the Cjm Network.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Altman, and thanks to the organizers, the judges, the investors at today's Entrepreneurship World Cup National Finals. A very big special thanks, however, to all of our competitors. You're not just the doers and the dreamers of our society, but you're taking the risks. You're the ones that are helping us to navigate through a period of uncertainty, addressing some of the big challenges of our day, ranging from climate change to emerging from this pandemic, and of course, all of the frontier issues that are faced. Cjm Global, we began our journey about 15 years ago, focusing on the startup community development and on supporting the entrepreneurial support organizations that help to make your path easier. And 5 years ago, we decided to accelerate our work on the front line with you, the founders. It was marked and kicked off with Richard Branson in the opening of our first startup campus, now the largest in Africa, called 22 on Sloan in Johannesburg. And since then, we've reached more than 500,000 founders over the course of this last few years. We're very proud to say that in that process, it's required developing early stage investor networks around the world. We've launched grants programs and of course provided a lot of accelerator support and launched the Founders Club. We're very, very excited to be intricately with you on this journey through the Entrepreneurship World Cup. So I want to invite you to stay with us. We're in it for the long haul. Either get involved in one or more of our programs on the ground, we're in most countries, or come meet us in person. Our next live gathering, which we do every year, is called the Global Entrepreneurship Congress. And the next one will be May 1 through 4 of 2023 in Melbourne, Australia. So thanks for letting me take a few seconds to wish you luck today and to thank you for all you do in not just helping develop your own future, but that of your fellow citizens and the communities around you.
Crystal, you're mute.
Sound like you're mute.
Indeed. So thank you again to Jonathan Altman and the GEM team for putting this opportunity of making this opportunity available to us here in the Caribbean region. We have been working tediously throughout the region to making sure that each island has a national competition and is represented on this global platform. And we're thankful to the team from the GEM Network, especially to Anna Maria and of course our own Dr. Marcia Brandon in making this possible. And so we'll move forward with the program today and introduce the judges for today. And to introduce the judges, I welcome back Mr. Sent to introduce your judges for today.
All right, so today we have judging this event, Ryan Rajkumar Singh, Christina Pineda, and Danner Taylor Nelson. So, okay, there we have the slide. Okay, so Ryan Rajkumar Singh is the Deputy Chief Officer with the portfolio of the Civil Service. He oversees public sector reform, engagement, and talent development through the portfolio for the Cayman Islands Civil Service, where he has been employed with the Cayman Islands government for over 18 years. He holds a Master's of Business Administration, is a chartered accountant, and a certified fraud examiner. Ryan has been involved with helping entrepreneurs over the last 10 years and is the former director of the Department of Commerce and Investment and has assisted numerous businesses with their business plans and applications for various licenses. He was recognized by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth with a certificate and badge of honor for leadership and innovation and has sat on several government-appointed boards, including Trade and Business, Special Economic Zone, and the Liquor License Boards. Ryan is currently a board director with the Cayman Islands Society of Human Resources Professionals, as well as the Cayman Islands Credit Union. Thank you, Ryan, for agreeing to serve. Next, we have Christina Pineda. Christina is a serial entrepreneur who has created and sold several successful businesses, many of which are still in operation today. As the founder of Art Nest Creative Studio, her goal is to connect others to their creativity and purpose. Christina is an accredited mediator, business strategist, and executive coach who helps organizations create a cultured teams that can thrive. Christina is also an attorney, non-practicing, a multimedia artist, and a writer. She served as the former executive director of the National Trust for the Cayman Islands before returning to entrepreneurship. Additionally, Christina has served on many boards, including Central Planning Authority, National Conservation Council, Lands Commission, and National Heritage and Culture Policy Committee. Next up, we have Danner Taylor Nelson. Danner Taylor Nelson has a bachelor's degree in sports management with a minor in finance. He is completing a master's in accounting and finance and a certificate in software development. He works full-time in the banking industry as a back office operations officer and part-time as the CEO and co-founder of a business design award-winning local tech startup company here in the Cayman Islands named BizHub. His area of expertise is the intersection of finance and technology and analyzing data to make business decisions. Thank you so much for agreeing to serve in this capacity, and we look forward to hearing more from you later.
Thank you, Ms. Sen, and we are so elated, as you mentioned, to have these wonderful judges here with us, and we want to thank them for, coming in and sharing their time with us and giving feedback today to the finalists and asking pertinent questions to help decide who will be representing the Cayman Islands in the regional finals in November. And so thank you, judges. And just to give you some insight on what is the judges looking for? What are the judges looking for in this competition? The judging criteria has 4 categories, and the categories include your product, the person, the predictability, and my apologies. So now they're slipping my mind. So the people, products, predictability, and your forecast. So they'll be grading you from a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. And this will determine who will go on to the regional finals. At the end of all the presentations, then we will have the judges leave us, go into their deliberations, and come back and announce the winners for today. So they are tasked with a very, very big responsibility in finding out who will be the winner amongst all these brilliant entrepreneurs that we know are presenting today. So judges, we salute you and we thank you for your expertise and contributions in this event. So as you know, we have 6 finalists in the competition today. These finalists have a range of businesses, and to us, they are already winners. So I congratulate all the finalists for making it past the screening and to the finals for the Cayman Islands. And so without further ado, I will invite Fusion Mixology to start sharing his screen and getting ready to present his business. My apologies, I went to the wrong finalist first. So let me recant. That is Farm Fresh Direct. You can begin sharing your screen and joining us here. And as soon as you are on screen, I will have you greet us.
I don't know how to go down. I don't know. This is my problem. I don't know how to.
So, hello?
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. But I cannot put the screen down.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't know how to go down. Okay. Good. Can we start?
Good morning, Martin.
Okay.
So just before you start, just to let you know, you have 3 minutes to present your business. And when you hear me say thank you, then that is an indicator that your 3 minutes is up and you need to wrap up. And so once you're ready at your first word, then your time begins. So you can take a breath, and once you're ready, then your time begins. And over to you with your presentation. Much success to you.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Martin Richter. I am the owner and founder of Farm Fresh Direct, established 2015. Our logo is good, healthy food means good business. Who are we? 2015, we started as a one-man show. It was a retirement project. I retired with 55, and I wanted to earn $100 a week. Right now, we're in the $200,000 range. We're approximately 50% net. And our goal to find is equally minded partners so we can expand our local operation, but also looking for opportunities to export overseas. This business is also for sale available. Our product is very unique. It's first to the market. It's authentic. It's tested. Unique. Obviously, we're the only one who's using, for example, fresh coconut water in glass bottle. We're first to market with numerous coconut products which you can find in the supermarkets, etc. Authentic. We're 100% pure Cayman. Tested. Yes, our products are tested. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the supermarkets already. Sugar, trans fat, cholesterol. We all know exactly what it is, what it does to your body. On the right side, you can see the back label of a coconut, commercial coconut yogurt. What's all in there. It will take me 5 minutes to explain what it is. Our coconut yogurt exists of nothing else than fresh coconut and probiotic. That's it. That's called coconut yogurt. And the same as all our other products. What you can see here, we have about 10 more, and most of them you can buy already in the supermarkets or hospitality industry. Our product, obviously, 100% pure Cayman, healthy lifestyle, sustainable, affordable, especially in these days. Everybody wants affordable food, low carbon footprint. Our market position, we penetrated the market deeply already, and we're on every platform what's available in Cayman, from the supermarkets down to the retailers, to curb pickup, to health clubs, etc. Our financial overview, it stopped 2021, finished in March 2022, we had a whopping increase in the COVID year of 18%. And to give you an idea, for this coming year, we have approximately another 20% to it. Just for the record, the global market for coconut products is approximately $11 billion, and for vinegar business, it's approximately $3 billion and growing heavily. Farm Fresh Direct also has 2 trademarks, Pure Cayman and Cayman Burning Kisses. Our team consists of 3 people. We have 2 openings right now at present. We also have some yard workers. And I would appreciate, thank you for taking the time and your interest. Cayman has a wealth of excellent food sources that should and can be readily available to all of us. And on the right side, in case you're running short on the birthday present, here we have one waiting for you. Again, thank you for taking the time and looking forward to hear your comments.
Thank you. And so we will begin our judges' questions. So I invite Judge Christina to bring her first question.
Morning, Martin. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, good morning, madam.
Yes, we can hear you.
Morning. All right, so I guess I want to know what your why behind your company. Why did you start this company, and why is it necessary in the Cayman Islands?
Well, obviously, I am a Caymanian. I live on the island, if that doesn't sound like. The business, obviously, was an opportunity. I retired when I was 55, and I saw the opportunity just to do something, because I like to be, I also, if you're aware of the slow food movement, I found the slow food movement on the island, also back to the roots, back to the farms. So it really gave me an opportunity to grow vegetables on my own. And at the beginning, it was fun. And within 7 years, we developed a huge business out of it. That answers your question.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and over to our next judge, Judge Ryan, with your questions for our finalists today.
Hi, Martin. Quick question for you. Who are your major competitors in this area?
For 80% of our products right now, we have no competition as we develop these products on our own. In coconut water, yes, we do have 20 or 30 competitors, but there's not really competitors because we do have a shortage on coconuts on the island. So, as I said, 80% of the products like coconut vinegar, coconut yogurt, coconut butter, coconut flour. We have 10 different kind of fruit vinegars, gourmet vinegars. We have noni, you name it. We really don't have any serious competitor in this field at all. As it needs some knowledge to it. You just cannot just produce it. You have to think about it, what you're doing, how you're doing it, and also make sure you present it accordingly to the market. And especially in the vinegar, we've been very successful that we have requests from Whole Foods in the US, which looked at our products and would be very interested to have it in their shelves.
And yes. Over to Judge Ryan, was that your final question?
Oh, sorry, I had another one. How do you go about acquiring new customers?
Well, actually, that is not really a difficult project, but specifically here in the island. Obviously, we are on every platform. You know, we're posting every day from Facebook to Instagram, you name it, we are there. But not only with our products, we also put in health issues in there. We just put the general questions in there. We get a fair amount of clients from this source. But on the other side, we do have a lot of referrals. You know, people see us in the supermarkets, people call us, people see us at the farmers market. I mean, there every Saturday, people come to see me, not only for our products, but general. You know, they said, listen, I would like to produce this, I want to produce that. You know, the slogan for the island should be not feed our future, it should be produce for our future. You know, the island really has to learn again how to look after themselves, how to producing vegetables and fruits on their own. So we do not have a shortage. Our shortage is rather on the resources. And to give you an idea, seeing the question what I'm getting from overseas, also from other Caribbean islands, also I have a lot of followers in other islands, also distributors or producers who are asking questions, specific questions, how to produce this or how to do certain items or how to make it visible. And we also have 2 trademarks. We have Cayman Burning Kisses. I cannot show it to here. I don't know, it doesn't show up properly on the screen. I don't know. I'm sure you saw it in the supermarkets already. No, it doesn't come up. Okay. And we also have 100% pure Cayman. 100% pure Cayman is a trademark from us.
Right. And to our final judge, Judge Danner, to you with your questions for our finalists today.
Hello, Mr. Martin. Can you tell me a bit more about your best-selling product and what makes it special?
Our best-selling product at present is still coconut water. Obviously, we are only one of the few people who are licensed on the island. We get inspected regularly from the Department of Environmental Health of our production line. The coconut water used to be 2-3 years ago about 90% of our business, and we're trying to reduce it somehow, as obviously it is competitive. And in the meantime, the vinegar business is taking up, speeding up heavily, as well as the sugarcane production. We are the only one on the island who commercially produces fresh sugarcane juice, and we deliver obviously from retail to wholesale to events down to Ritz-Carlton, for example, for the Robusto events. So there's a big market there, which is growing dramatically. So I would say the biggest market at the present is still coconut water. The second one is for us is vinegars, sugarcane, and then followed by coconut yogurt, coconut butter, etc.
Thank you. Also, you were saying that your goal is to extend the market internationally. How do you see that happening with your current team? I see that you briefly speak about your team at the moment, but how do you see that being a target that you can reach to with your current team?
The situation is following, specifically when it comes to vinegar. When I talk to Whole Foods, our biggest challenge was not the local production, which can easily be done. Also, with a small team, it was rather the transport, the cost of the transport, and the cost of the overheads bringing it to the US. So if we do something like doing in the US, we would have to go and ship it over there in a large containers, large vessels, and have it filled over there. For example, we do have usually a team of 5 people. Right now we're down to 3. We're in the progress of hiring 2 more. We have a couple of yard workers which come along for day-to-day operation. And we also have 2 advisors with me. Well, we from time to time some certain issues, some advice what should we do. And again, for certain products, we would go to a franchise for overseas, like for the Caribbean islands. We physically just make a franchise, especially with coconut butter, coconut yogurt, coconut flour, etc. Because the production costs in other islands would be much lower than here on the island.
Thank you. And so, Judge Danner, was that your final question, or do you have another?
Yes, ma'am. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for Farm Fresh. We congratulate you on pitching your business today. And we look forward to seeing so much more from you as you continue to grow, scale your business, and, you know, acquire the necessary partners that you need and everything else. So much success to you. You can stick around with us for the rest of the presentations. We will be announcing the winner at the end of the event. So thank you. So we are moving forward to our next finalist, and our next finalist for today is Cjm Consulting. I invite you to start sharing your screen and coming live on camera so that we can all see you. Once you have started sharing your screen and you are ready to pitch, you will also have 3 minutes to present your business. I can see your screen, so I know that you're getting ready. Good morning. Can I hear you?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Claudette Mundell, CEO and founder of Cgm Consulting Limited.
So 1 minute, do not start presenting just yet. 1 second. So your time will begin once I start the clock, so you can just press backwards to go back to the beginning. One thing we can do is we can't see you. So if you can also turn on your camera so that everyone can see you live, if you can.
Okay. Hold on just a second.
Don't worry, at the presentation, you can just click from the beginning.
I'm just gonna stop sharing first and turn on my screen and go back in.
Okay. There we go. Now we can see you. Perfect. And then you can start sharing your screen. Click on from the beginning. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So at your first word, then your time will begin. You can go ahead.
My name is Claudette Mundell, CEO and founder of Cgm Consulting Limited. I have been a chartered certified accountant for over 20 years. I also hold an MBA from the University of Manchester in the UK. I have worked in the finance and accounting profession for over 20 years, including working with a Big Four firm, PricewaterhouseCoopers. I started a business in finance and accounting, and the name of the company is Cjm Consulting. The pain, the challenge. What would it be like if you had more time to manage your business? Our value proposition is Cjm Consulting is for small business owners who are short on time, stressed from managing the finances of their company, and afraid of the immigration and work permit challenges. Cjm Consulting offers a one-stop shop for accounting, financial planning, and risk management services that gives small and medium-sized business owners more time to manage their core business and sleep better at night, stressing that their finances are in good shape. We also offer online services 24/7. Our target market are small to medium-sized businesses in Grand Cayman with staff complement of between 5 and 50 employees and gross revenue of US $100,000 to $2 million per annum. It's quite a competitive environment. However, Cjm Consulting differentiates from the competitors by having a one-stop shop where business owners can have all their business needs, such as financial reporting, financial management, and risk management taken care of by one company. We are currently conducting research via mystery shoppers to get more insight on the competition as well. How do we get customers? We market our products to customers both personally and electronically. Personally via personal letters, business card, flyers, and attending networking events. Electronically via our website, we advertise on EK. We have our presence on most social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Our team, we have formed strategic alliances with IT personnel, accountants, lawyers. We have opened our bank accounts with a credible bank in the Cayman Islands with the aim of having a lasting relationship. We hope to form strategic alliances with marketing experts to strengthen the effectiveness of our marketing program. And we're hoping to partner with other businesses in the region to increase our presence in other jurisdictions. Our financial projections for this year, we are anticipating a gross revenue of 180,000 US and a net profit of 45,000 US by the end of the year, and also projecting positive cash surpluses at the end of the financial year. In terms of our product line by sales, our sales by product line, finance and accounting is the main revenue earner, which earns 60% of our revenue. This is followed by business advisory and then risk management. We have accomplished a lot of milestones. We have incorporated the company. We have started distributing the marketing materials. We have developed and launched our website. Our company has moved into a commercial office, and we are hoping to expand our product range and move to offer assurance services in the future, as well as opening a branch in Jamaica. We are forecasting to have increased sales between 20 to 30% by next year, and we expect the trend to continue the next 2 to 3 years. We are also anticipating capital injection of US 80,000 to finance the opening of the branch and the new product range, as well as for working capital support. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your time and your attention. As mentioned, my name is Claudette Mundell, CEO of Cgm Consulting Limited. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Claudette, coming in right on time. So I will turn it over to our judges who will ask their questions. Judge Christina, please, I invite you to say your questions for our finalists today.
Thank you for that presentation. It was very succinct and I got a lot out of it. I guess my question would be similar to the question I asked before. What are the reasons or the end goals for starting this company and going out to become an entrepreneur?
My reason for starting this company, I've been a chartered accountant and work in the finance and accounting profession for over 20 years. So I've gained significant knowledge and experience. I recognize that some medium to small companies, they have challenges in developing their business plan and managing their finances to achieve success. So that inspired me to form my company so that I can be of assistance to them and allow them to realize their goals and to ensure success.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. That is, I like that because that means your service to others. But what about your personal reasons for starting this? What do you get out of doing this, becoming an entrepreneur in this way, using all your skills to work for yourself?
This allowed me to be a role model to also young Caymanians and other potential entrepreneurs who have specific talents and knowledge and want to go out on their own, but do not have the confidence or so this allows me to be that role model. It allows me to leverage my talents and skill and to be recognized on a global scale.
Thank you.
And I have one more. Am I allowed to have one more?
Yes,
okay.
Judge Christina, please go ahead and ask your last question.
I just want to know where you see the company in the next 5 to 10 years.
In the next 5 to 10 years, I see the company in most of the Caribbean region, providing not only finance and accounting, but also assurance services and competing with some of the big four. There are a lot of small and medium-sized companies who cannot afford the fees of the big fours, and therefore I see Cjm Consulting being able to capture a particular niche and providing high-quality services to small and medium-sized companies at competitive rates.
Thank you. And over to Judge Ryan. Judge Ryan, your questions.
I got it. Just I saw you mentioned earlier in your slides about challenges, and I would like to know, as a business owner, what are some of the challenges you're facing?
As a business owner, some of the challenges that I face is in terms of recruitment. Sometimes it's a challenge to get the right skills. And however, by forming alliances with other accountants, and not only on island, there are times when I have to outsource. And by forming strategic alliance with other businesses in the industry, that allows me to leverage certain talents and provide high quality services to my clients.
I have one more question for you. Senior, your accounting firm, what percentage of your company's revenue comes from your top customers?
%80.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge Ryan. And to our final judge, Judge Danner, over to you with your questions for our finalists today.
Good day. So I saw that you said that you guys are opening a branch in Jamaica. Can you please tell me or walk me through the research you guys have done to decide to open a branch in Jamaica?
I've done some research in terms of the competition in Jamaica. In addition to having a presence in terms of my qualification in the Cayman Islands, I also hold a practicing certificate in Jamaica. So that inspires me to provide the service in Jamaica. I've done research in terms of the number of accountants providing this kind of service in Jamaica, and based on the feedback that I'm getting and even requests for services, I find the need to have a presence in Jamaica so we can service those clients in Jamaica better.
Okay. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, Judge Danner, and thank you to all our judges for your questions for our finalists. And Cjm Consulting, I wish you all the best as you continue to develop your business and expand across the Caribbean. We hope that you have much success. And I'm also hopeful that you're connecting on the GEN platform as much as possible. Utilize the tools that are available to you from the EWC and GEN. So you are also welcome to stay with us until the end when we find out who the winner is to date. And so we'll be transitioning forward.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. So we are moving on to our next finalist for this pitch competition for the Entrepreneurship World Cup, Cayman Islands. And today we have Team of You with us. And Team of You, I invite you to start sharing your screen and getting ready to present your business to our panel of judges today. And so as soon as you are ready, you will also have, like your other fellow finalists, 3 minutes to present your business. When you hear me say thank you, then you know that your 3 minutes is up and you need to wrap up. And so as soon as you're ready, you are free to come on screen and share your screen as well. So we will.
Hi, Crystal. Thank you. As you notice, the camera on my laptop is not working, so I have a different video with me from my phone. So you guys want to see me speaking after, and on the laptop, I have the presentation open.
No worries. So you can use 2 devices. I will see here.
All right, so you guys can see my screen?
We can see your screen now, and I will also.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity, everyone. Time of View is a social media e-commerce website. What we're trying to do is to provide a service for all businesses all over the world, but we want to start here in the Cayman Islands. So for example, what Time of View is, let's go back. What Time of View is aiming at small businesses and big businesses to have an e-commerce platform where they can sell their product. For example, everyone nowadays, if they want to buy something online, the first place they search is Amazon or eBay, right? Sometimes it's like right across the road from you, but you decide to just go on eBay or Amazon instead. So Time of View will be an e-commerce website where all businesses can post their product, and you have like a GPS location. So for example, let's say you want a cell phone and you don't want to wait on Amazon, for example, and you type in, okay, I want a Note 5. And I say I want it within 5 miles, right? It will show you all the stores on the island within the 5-mile radius. So you can go there, see or look on the website and see all the phone available. You can purchase it online, have it delivered to you, or you can go there and support all the small businesses on the island. Because the reason I created it, because I noticed it, I created this before COVID, and when COVID happened, I realized if it was done back then, it would have benefited a lot of small businesses that was locked down, because everybody had to stay in quarantine, and so with the delivery service and with the service available for our businesses to post their product online, so everyone can see what they have. So because sometimes you want, again, we go back to the example for the cell phone, you can compare prices as well and see which one is more benefit, can benefit you more. You might have one in East End, but you don't want to go all the way East End to buy it. You might have one in Georgetown and cost less. You just prefer go there, right? Also, if you look at the screenshot, Time of View have different options. They have an option for friends. They have an option for videos, businesses, news, and classifieds, right? But I'm focusing on friends, videos, and businesses to start. Under businesses is where all the shop will be signed up, and under videos will be where to attract users to use the website more, like so they can post things like YouTube videos and all their social media stuff. And friends will be similar to Facebook, where they can always interact with their friends. If they go to under the business page and they know their friend looking, for example, for a snorkel, they can share it with their friend, and their friend can see it and say, oh, I've been looking for this and the store is so close, So it'll be a platform of a social media and e-commerce for everybody to benefit. And all businesses will benefit, even freelancers can benefit. Construction companies, for example, if they don't have a shop, they can, on their businesses, you have you have a services option, you have different options of different type of businesses. So you got businesses that provide services, you got businesses that do sales, and so on. So for example, if I'm looking for a construction company and I type in construction company and I put the radius Cayman Islands. So I will say all the construction companies in the Cayman Islands, and then I can go through it and talk to them and see which one of them can give me a better bid, or see which one of them benefit me more for the work I need done. Also, Time of View will have, sorry, you done?
Thank you. Your 3 minutes is up. And so I will turn it over to the judges who can ask their questions for you. I will start with Judge Christina again. Judge Christina, over to you with your question.
Hi, thanks, Michael. One of the first questions I have has to do with how long it took you to go through the presentation. It seems like a very complex project that you're working on that incorporates Facebook, Fiverr, Craigslist, EK Trade, Amazon, all in one place. My question is, if you had to simplify the idea to make it more scalable, how would you do that in a first instance? What would be the stage one of this company? Because it seems to be bigger than, seems like a lot to more, you're gonna bite off more than you can chew with trying to launch this all at once. What's your plan for scalability in terms of where you're gonna start?
So as I mentioned before, I start in the Cayman is a worldwide project. I'm gonna start in the Cayman, and I will start with 2 options of the app. So I will start with friends and businesses, and then add in like real estate news options as we go.
Okay, so why would somebody want to sign up for yet another social media account when they already have so many?
Exactly.
Or what is your solution for that?
And you said the right thing, they have too many. So if you have a social media where you have everything on it, there would be no reason to using so much social media. You have one where you have your friends, your videos, your e-commerce. So it will be no reason to be changing from YouTube to Facebook, from Facebook to Instagram. You have everything in one spot.
Okay, but you would have to register for a new account and start all over. Is that correct?
Yes, you can register from account, or you can also register via your social media. And I will try to add an option where if you already have your post on your social media, you can transfer it to time of view. So all your posts, your past posts and stuff that you had on your other social media will merge into time of view.
Okay, that's good. That makes sense. And last one, how have you solved the online payment problem in the Cayman Islands?
So a few years ago, I tried using PayPal and I wasn't able to receive the money. So I started a company actually to receive the payment online. And I talked to a few banks. I had a meeting with CIBC and other banks. And they mentioned to me that there wasn't anything that they could do at the moment. And that they had the technician that they could look into the APIs of my website and the background and try to do something. But now, after the COVID, a lot of things change, and there's different few companies out there. I was gonna build actually a website like PayPal for the Cayman Islands just to get this going. I already had time of view, but I couldn't do the payment part of it, so it was holding me up. So I was gonna build a website like PayPal. It was gonna call Cayman Vault, but there's already a few out there now that we can count on as well.
Okay, so you'll be working with them to do that.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And over to you, Judge Ryan, with your question.
Hi, good day. I'll ask this question that I asked previously. What are the challenges you're facing? Because it seems that you're taking on a lot. So what are the challenges that you believe you will face or you're currently facing in this industry?
Well, the only challenge I got is, having a lot of people with the knowledge to do coding in the Cayman Islands to this extent. So the reason I'm trying to build a company, I'm here on this platform, is to get the funds to hire professionals to help me, because as you can see, I have a lot of the source code already finished, but there's a lot of bugs and stuff on the background and tuning that need to be done and maintenance. And when it comes to servers, so those are the only challenges that once you get it going, your progress as you go. So the more users start to sign up, the more income will be coming in, and then we'll be investing in servers and more maintenance to the site and make sure it's stable and it doesn't drop, and now also protected from from threats, from online threats like hackers and other threats online.
All right. And you speak about as new users come on, you could do all these things. How do you plan on getting new users? What's your strategy for that?
And I'm glad you asked. The strategy is that we're going to go to each business, every business basically. So every business will have a sign at the shop that's saying, okay, you can sign up to Time of View, and you can also purchase online, and you can get your items delivered, right? We're making it easier for the employee as well, because a lot of business here don't have a POS system set up. So our next part of Time of View is that we're going to have a POS system set up where you can use it offline and online, so your inventory stay balanced. So if you, for example, say somebody walk into your shop and buy a shirt, you have two shirts, right? When you go to the shop and they use Time of View POS system, it will automatically update to the website that you have one shirt left. So if somebody buy it from the website now, it will go to zero. So it will be beneficial for all around. But going back to your question, it will be self-advertised through all the businesses on the island.
Okay. All right, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And over to our last judge, Judge Danner, with your questions.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Hi, I'm all right. Thank you.
So you were talking a bit about that there's many other social media and e-commerce site out there.
Mm-hmm.
But you were saying that Time of View would be different. Can you please go in more details on how this would be different than Facebook or the other social media or e-commerce sites out there? What set you apart from them?
So having the experience of COVID, but it was created before COVID, but having the experience before COVID give me more the energy to get it done. What happened is that we have all these social media and people are always on the social media, but yourself, you can get bored when you go into the social media. You got to go back to Facebook, Instagram, right? With Time of View, right? For example, if I go on Facebook, I got to go to a next section where you have events. Time of View, we're going to have a link that says events. So we see all the events happening in the Cayman Islands, for example. And they say, okay, there's nothing to do in the Cayman Islands. Of course, there's things to do. You just don't know about it because, sometimes it's not advertised properly so people can see it. Sometimes not everybody watch radio or TV or see the posts always on social media to see the events. And sometimes you just want to do something right now, or you go to Time of View, go on their events and see what's going on, and you just can go straight to that event. So it will be a more personal, close to you application. You go to, if you want, say, for example, let's say Foster signed up, and you're gonna have an area where you make a shopping list before you go Foster's. So what you can pay on the app, go Foster, already pick up all your shopping list and needs, because they already have it at Foster, because the sales inventory system is already linking to if they have it in stock or not. But you can have a wish list, you go there, you just pick up what you need and you go. So it's all friendly all around for everyone. So for the businesses and for the users. And instead of going back and forth on social media again, you have the friends part there, you have the video page there, and is in one page.
So you're saying that the inventory, for example, Foster, as you mentioned, their inventory will be integrated into the website.
If they want to, yes, it can automatically update it.
Okay.
So we'll have the option. So basically, the profit of Time of View, one of them would be obviously advertisement. The next one will be when businesses sign up and they have different options. For example, option one, right? Let's say I have three options. Option one will be, okay, you just want to post your product, but you don't want to sell anything online. So you pay that package monthly. Option two is that you post your items online, but people can purchase online as well from you. So option 3, package 3 is that you post your things online, people can purchase online, plus you can deliver it through time of view with us as well. So that will be the income part of time view.
Right. May I have one last question? Sorry, I saw that someone wanted to ask. May I have one last one? Also, how is your traction looking, or at what stage is the company or the business idea currently in?
So the business is, the website is already up, the application is up. It's only some tune up that, you know, that I need done to help with some other professionals, developers. And then we only have to focus on getting, you know, making sure the businesses then sign up.
So is it live? Is it already live?
I don't have it live to the public, but it's live on my server.
Yeah. Was that your final question?
Yeah, I saw that somebody else have one more question, so for time's sake, I'll let go and ask that question.
Perfect. Judge Christina, over to you with your final question.
Thank you. You answered the question about income, how the company was going to make money. I'm still not completely clear on it, but you answered something about packages for the vendors. I guess the other question is, and Judge Danner just asked it, what do you need in order to launch this company? What are the holdups for you launching the company?
The thing is that, you know, when you open a business, the first impression is what matters, right? So I want to make sure that everything is all organized, ready to go. And the reason is not like that because it's a big website that you guys can notice, and I'm the only person who's working on it. I only need other developers and workers that can, you know, work with me on it. And as you know, in the Cayman Islands, it's not Silicon Valley, and to hire someone is a lot of money as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Christina, and thank you to all our judges for your questions. Thank you so much for team of you, and much success as you continue to, or as you begin to dominate the digital space. We wish you much success as you launch your company and you progress forward. Stick with us until the end so that you can find out if you will be moving on to our regional finals as the winner of EWC Cayman Islands. So thank you so much and much success.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So we are moving forward to our next finalist for today. We have Fusion Mixology with us. And so Ms. Maya Grant, I invite you to start sharing your screen and begin to turn on your camera and greet us for this afternoon. Maya, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic.
Sharing the screen.
Yes. Okay, so like your fellow finalists today, you will have 3 minutes to pitch your business. When you hear me say thank you, you know that you have exceeded your time and your time is up. And so over to you at your first word, your time will begin.
Perfect. So good morning, guys. My name is Maya Grant. I'll be pitching for Fusion Mixology today. So we are a bartending service, and we basically go to your house, put an event together, cocktail-wise, mixed drink-wise, and kind of just put the best people in the place to do this job for you. So one of the things I realized when I first started this company was you can go out, and yes, you can go to a restaurant and have a good time, but a lot of times people want a nice in tight, kind of close environment event with people in their own home or at a place of their choosing. And they kind of would like to bring all those parts together, but that can be overwhelming. Or you look at if you're doing a cash bar and it's all inclusive, and you don't have the people that you trust in the place to either mind the cash, or you trust the people in a sense to, put out the product that's going to make your clientele happy or bring the event at an event satisfaction. And then we look at from setup to breakdown, how we kind of, how we look at where we want at the middle of your event to be smooth and you having a great time with your clients. You don't want to think about having to break down and stay the extra hour or come before and set up and put all those moving parts together before anybody even gets there. You kind of want your event to run at 110% a breeze. So Fusion Mixology basically came together, let's say about a year or two ago, where I was teaching professional mixologists to come together and go out in the field of hospitality in the Cayman Islands. And with those people and those people on my team as bartenders and mixologists, I turned around and realized that I could offer all the parts, all the moving parts of an event. So when we look at you doing your cups, straws, juices, ice, napkins, chasers, you don't want to think about all that. So we provide it all. We have, again, trained bartenders that are trained by the international standard of shaker, which allow them to do the job to the best of the ability and have the knowledge to not just challenge your clientele, but have a bit of fun when they're there in the event and making it the best that it could possibly be. We also do personalized menus where people are able to, you know, kind of get more of a special or unique points to their event. And then we also can do cost and inventories and whatnot. Sorry about that. Cost and inventories and whatnot. So that people have more of an idea when they're putting together their liquor packages and whatnot, what makes more sense in case you are, you know, in a foundation, you want to save some money, or you're doing an event and you don't necessarily want to blow your budget or whatnot. So when we look at the market that we have, our market is large when we look at what we can put in, because there's so many different people, if you look around the world now, that are putting on events and having different styles, whether it's your wedding, birthday, parties. So we're able now to look at the different style, different gauge, whether it's the amount of guests, the type of drinks that you want, whether it's cocktails the whole time or you want mixed drinks or you want a signature, we can offer to anybody. And we do have the professional and the service to do it. Because again, we want to make sure that the product that we're putting out there is 110% professional and standard, yeah? So we look at the products, and how we kind of get a bit more niche about it is with our cocktails, we do fresh fruits. So all fresh syrups, all fresh kind of products that we use so that you get the best standard and the best product when you're giving or you're selling your event or your party. And we can also do, again, just bartender rentals or service rentals. So it's if somebody just wants a bartender to serve a rum and a Coke or a vodka soda, we're able to do that as well to the best of the standard with the tools. And so how we look at the finances of Fusion Mixology currently, we are at a place right now where we've been doing the job, bringing in the money, but we're to a place where we'd like to expand ever so slightly, get a few more trucks involved, a bit more equipment, so that we can cater to larger scale parties, we can cater to more commercial, we can cater to just a higher range and more clients. But yeah, that is basically Fusion Mixology in a nutshell. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you. And over to our Judge Christina, to kick us off with the first question.
Hi, thank you. You're very succinct. I like that elevator pitch. So, how does your company make money? What's the markup? How do you actually make money?
So currently the markup on staff is 100%. So where we would give a staff member $10 to work for an hour, we turn around and we take a $10 over their head. So we charge people $100 for a staff member for 5 hours under. And if you need a staff member for more than that, then for 6 hours or over, then we do a 200 markup. So roughly an event doesn't go past about 9 to 10 hours, depending on the setup. But usually my bartenders get about 100, maybe a tip, depending on how clients roll or not. That's how we do the service side of it. Whereas with syrups and whatnot, prices do have to go up and down, being that at our market right now, you know, fruits come in. Some days strawberries are $6 a carton, and other days they're 10, 12. So you just have to, it just depends on the range and how we're kind of putting it out there. But roughly I try and do about 100% just because, again, Cayman is so expensive.
Okay, so most of your income comes in from the markup on services or the markup on products or
Markup
combo?
on services and products, a combo.
Okay, all right. And people don't have a problem paying you guys to do that for them?
Currently, no, I haven't had much of a problem with pricing. I find that because we do elevate service, we do add in little things. Again, our personalized menus really do a touch to a lot of events, because I sit down and I put together, depending on if it is a kid's party or whatnot, or it's a wedding or something, we put together specific cocktails that can work that way. What I find with staffing, that price of the markup isn't a problem, because again, I've tried, as a teacher of bartending, which I have been teaching for a minute, I try and let people understand the value of, yeah, you can go out and pay your 15% gratuity on your bill and enjoy it at a service, or maybe not enjoy it, or you can turn around and hire a bartender that's going to come to your house and make you feel special, bring that sort of customer service, and still, you know, kind of put it all together for you.
Okay, last question and a two-parter. Have you done a lot of market research on your competition?
Yes. So
Okay.
currently right now in the Cayman Islands, there was Barnes bartending. He currently still is doing his stuff, but he wasn't putting out bartenders, or he wasn't putting out the service part of it. He was only renting bars. There is one more competition that actually started around the same time as Fusion Mixology. And there's the bartender, that's the Bartender 365. I find because it is right now that it's just the two of us, there's so much work that none of us really have an issue competition-wise just as yet. But currently, I'm aware of how we've elevated service and the things that we can give to our people that put us on a certain edge, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and so that was my second part of the question. How do you differentiate yourself from that competition when things get competitive?
Well, I mean, it always does. And it's to a point where, I mean, events in the Cayman Islands, where we are a small country, so we're to a point where if somebody puts on 2 events at the same night, there's a chance that one going flop, one's not. So you're in a place where you do have to cater to specific people and specific times, specific events. But how I look at what we put out, our product is consistent. It's always the same. We're always professional about how we go about things. So we try and make sure that nothing wavers. So when people book or hire us, they're sure about what they're going to get. They know exactly what they want, and we can provide that product.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge Christina, and over to our next judge, Judge Ryan, with your questions.
Hi, Maya. Hope you're having a good day. I have a quick one for you here. What methods do you use to actually promote your business? How do you go about promoting your business?
Well, we currently use all social media platforms. So that's the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we also put on our own events that Fusion Mixology itself kind of is the big sponsor. So we can, throughout the year, we periodically do 2 or 3 events where people can come and try these new cocktails that I can't necessarily say that you could try every single day, because you couldn't come to us as a bar specifically, or you'd have to hire us. We've also done a few giveaways, and on my signature menus for each event, we have the number in the email. So whoever is there at the party is potentially being marketed to at the same time.
Great. I have one final question. How do you envision growing your business? Because as you said, there's not a lot of competition for you right now. So how do you ensure you actually maintain the market share? Because what's preventing John Doe from opening a similar business like what you're doing? Well,
what I'd like to do is really make sure that we're in a place where we can offer everything. What I realize again is with all the moving parts, I currently have an inventory stock of, let's say, a few different shakers, a couple different spoons. Like I could do a master class for 6 to 7 people with everybody having full equipment in being able to partake all at the same time. That's something that, again, takes investment. It's something that needs the capital so that people are able to say, okay, well, what I would choose Maya's glassware over Massive's glassware. You get what I'm saying? We need to be at a place where we can offer every single little piece. So when I put it in a package price, then people have no choice but to say, okay, well, that's a good package price. I'm going to go with that because this is what it is. You get me? So that's the growing factor that we're trying to get at, so that we can offer every single piece. But I'd also like to think about looking into the other markets in the world. I mean, a lot of people are having a lot of parties all the time, and I find that people aren't being given the level of service that they should have at all times. So it is something that could potentially grow into a lot of different markets. It's just that capital.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. And our final judge, Judge Danner, to your question.
Yeah, so basically, most of the question I had already been answered. But Maya, if you could tell me a bit about, you mentioned that you will like a $10,000 capital investment. If you could break that down into things that you will use that investment for.
Currently right now, I'm looking to get a box truck. So the box truck already is probably gonna run that up to about the let's say 8,000 to 9,000 of that, because it's going to be quite the biggest part of the investment. But once I have the box truck, I'm able to take on those bigger gigs where I can turn around and bring my collapsible bars that I've already paid for. I can turn around and kind of take over more of the alcohol part of it. I can also use the 1,500 left of that cash to turn around and fully get our liquor license on island. I could turn around then and take on more of the foundation events and turn around and use our liquor license and then push our product a bit more and bring in more marketing for us.
Okay. And what's the number of your staff right now? How much staff do you have?
We currently have 26 bartenders that are part-time. So we're not busy, let's say, on Monday to Thursday, unless people are having really private house events. But that once the weekend kicks up, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we technically have an event or two every single day. So naturally, I have bartenders that I can spread out and say, okay, well, we have house party here, 2 bartenders there, 4 bartenders on a boat, 6 bartenders the night of the, kind of event or something. We can spread out that way.
All right, thank you very much, Maya.
Well, thank you, Donna.
I just have one follow-up question, if I'm allowed, real quickly. You mentioned that you would get your full liquor license. So what are you doing now in the interim?
So currently, it's a service business that we're doing. We're completely service. I can sell my syrups. We can sell the lime juice. We can sell the people, sell the bartenders, but we potentially cannot sell alcohol. Yeah, I cannot come to your party right now and currently put the alcohol into the whole mix and match. Yes, we've been sponsored alcohol a few times. Yeah, we've worked closely with using CDG or Tortuga's liquor license for certain events, but we currently like to know that we have our own, so we can potentially put that brand out there and know that that is the full brand. It's not like we're relying on somebody else or partnering up with somebody else. This is the brand that you should be using for everything, and not, okay, well, I can go to that person for this part or go to that person for that part.
Okay, so what's happening is the client is providing the alcohol for you and you're providing the service. Okay, so your business will presumably explode if you're able to sell your own alcohol, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Let's go ahead.
Yes, Judge Ryan, I do see your hand. So over to you.
Yeah, sorry. I think you getting a lot of questions here now. So what's preventing you from getting your liquor license, your personal liquor license for your business?
I mean, currently right now, again, it's the capital to begin with. It is a large investment for a Caymanian with my age range currently. I don't necessarily have let's say somewhere that just has an endless, pocket of money. Yeah, we are making money, but we're still in a growing stage, I would say. I did come from a year ago where I was teaching bartending almost fully, and I was turning around saying, okay, well, what can we potentially do with it? The idea first started when I went to Bahamas for Carnival, and I saw all-inclusive drinking, and I thought, okay, well, I can see a better method. I can see it being more professional. I can see better people being back there to see the product flow a bit better. Because drinking and the experience of it should go like this throughout your party. It shouldn't be that, okay, well, music sucks and all the drinks are strong, so I kind of have a good time. Or, yeah, the drinks were good, but something else wasn't. The whole event experience should be gradually going up at the same time. So naturally, that's what I started the company thinking. Then I saw to it that, okay, well, we can get a bit more personalized and we can get a bit more upscale with it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, judges. And so thank you to Mixology, for Fusion Mixology, for joining this event. Much success to you as well. Like your fellow finalists, I wish you all the best as you continue to mix things up and innovate and bring new spices to the market. I'll definitely look out for you at some party at some time when I take a trip over to the Cayman Islands. So thank you so much for your presentation today, and much success.
All right, thank you guys. Please have a great day.
Yes, to you as well. And so we will continue today. Our next and final finalist for today is none other than Active Relief Naturals. So Active Relief Naturals, I invite you to start sharing your screen and starting to turn on your camera and your mic, because it is your moment. Like your fellow finalists, you will have 3 minutes to present your business to our panel of judges today. And so over to you at your first word. Let's first see if we can hear you. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Good afternoon, hearing you loud and clear.
I'm just making sure, I can't see my screen when you're with it sharing, so I'm just making sure you see my first page.
Yes, it says program introduction.
Awesome, thank you. So in the 70s, logos became a staple for brands. In the 80s and 90s, it was slogans like Nike, just do it. And in the 2000s, it was influencers that became popular. In 2022, it's all about purpose. Simply put, we value brands that support what we support. At Active Relief, our mission is to empower athletes and help fund the sports we love. Working with athletes, we learned 2 things quickly: time and money are scarce. With that in mind, we built an affiliate program accordingly. There's easy sign up, 0 startup costs, preset marketing materials, less than 1 hour a week of maintenance, and you earn 10% passive income. Our strategy is simple: make a meaningful contribution to the sports associations. 30% of our profits are donated to grassroots sports programs. 2, support as many athletes as possible through our affiliate program. And 3, scalability is key. Our SaaS technology manages everything from product fulfillment, sales, and commissions payout. It takes 4 easy steps for an athlete to get started in less than 24 hours. Book a call with one of our consultants, receive your marketing materials, share our content, and receive commission payouts every 30 days. Currently, Active Relief is the only BSCG approved CBD in the US. BSCG is a program that is approved by the Olympic Committee and is USADA and WADA compliant. This means that any athlete in any sport is safe with using our products. Currently, we have 2 products approved for sale and are developing a heat stick, a cool stick, and a kinesio tape, which will be approved in the next 3 months. We are a team of professionals that believe in a vision. Currently, none of our directors receive any compensation until sales hit 250,000, which allows us to operate at a reduced budget and reflects our belief in our brand. We're looking to raise $150,000 for 12% equity in Active Relief. And this goes to business development and getting our products to market. My name is Kramer Bell. I was an underfunded athlete for 11 years and spent the last 6 years working with and studying the top cannabis companies around the world. Thank you for looking at Active Relief, and we appreciate your time and consideration.
Well, thank you, Kramer. Congratulations on your presentation. And so I invite the judges to begin with their questions. So
Hi,
Judge,
Kramer.
over to you.
Good succinct presentation. The only thing I kind of missed is what is the company selling, but I realize it's a product and it's sort of like an MLL company, right? Just tell me a little bit more about that. Expand that a little bit.
Sure. The actual product is a CBD product. There's a lot of research coming out now in the US regarding CBD for recovery for athletes. Whoop is one of the leaders as like the new watches, sports wash. And they've been able to track data for people who use CBD for recovery and sleep. And have seen a 20% increase in recovery for athletes. So across the US, in terms of USADA and WADA and all sports associations, it's becoming a go-to supplement. And most of the brands out there are either pharmaceutical based or for elderly with arthritis. And it's sort of a new emerging market with CBD being blended into and accepted in the sports world. And we're sort of capitalizing on that opportunity.
Okay, two-part question. Thank you. What type of formula is it? Is it an oil? Is it a pill? Is it a powder? What is that?
So the two that we currently have is a tincture, which is sublingual, and a capsule. The next three products that are currently in BSCG approval are for a heat stick and a cool stick. That's like topicals that you put on as an athlete, and then a kinesio tape, which is like those weird colored tapes that you see on athletes running around fields.
Okay.
So those are all infused products.
All right. And then lastly, where do you source the product from? Is the formula patented, and do you have exclusive rights to distribute in the Cayman Islands?
Currently, CBD is still considered a pharmaceutical here. I do bring in CBD for pharmacies here, but we don't believe that an active brand until it's able to be sold over the counter is prevalent here. So we do have a different CBD that's behind the counter at pharmacies here, but you know, for our athletic approach, it's US based at the moment. It's made in Colorado. It's also it's produced by family farms in Colorado. We don't have an actual patent on the blend, but we are the only CBD company in the US that has a BSCG certificate. The technology is moving so fast that putting a patent on a blend doesn't seem to be a cost-effective purpose, as with every 6 months, it seems like our blends are changing.
Okay, awesome. I'm sure I'll have a follow-up one, but thank you. That helps.
Cheers.
Yes, over to our next judge, Judge Ryan, your question.
Hi. I didn't catch the last piece of Christina's question when she asked you, and I didn't catch the answer in terms of sales in Cayman. Do you have any sales in Cayman?
So that's a two-part question. Currently, CBD is considered a pharmaceutical on island, meaning you need a prescription for it. And I don't think our brand fits that register. I do have a CBD import license in Cayman, and I do sell to pharmacies with a completely different brand. But until this is able to be in World's Gym, at your gas station, corner store, and at CrossFit, I just don't feel like the brand is a great fit for Cayman currently.
Okay. What's your current, if you know, your current customer acquisition cost?
That's exactly where we are at now. This 150, we invested 150K ourselves, sort of to get to market, to set up our fulfillment and distribution. And this 150 budget, the majority of it is going to our marketing campaign. We've had meetings with the head of MLR, which is a rugby association in the US, and with F45 trying to sell throughout their gyms in the US. And so it's a big question. It's separating our wholesale from our e-commerce and understanding what that cost would be. Obviously, our goal is to land a much larger deal with somebody like F45 that has 400 gyms across the US, and there is virtually no product or customer acquisition costs. But in terms of what our conversions will be online from an e-commerce base, I don't have that figure for you.
Okay. All right, that's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, and over to you, Judge Danner.
Hey, Kramer. Earlier in the presentation, you was mentioning the athletes selling the product, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Can you walk me through that? Is that like a network marketing type of business plan?
It is very similar to an affiliate marketing, just that it's only one tier. It's our product to athletes, to their followers. So if you know anything about the CBD industry in the States, the biggest limitation is marketing. Even though it's federally legal under the Farm Bill of 2018, Google AdWords, Meta all block any sort of CBD advertisement. You can't pay for placement. Now you are allowed to share content, and this is sort of our strategy to get around that. If we have 600 athletes across the US that are all putting out our brand organically, then we can drive traffic back to our site. It's just something that nobody's sort of tapped into currently. So you'll notice a lot of CBD brands in the US are succinct to location. They can advertise locally and they'll have a good follow locally, but there are very few companies that have been able to go coast to coast because of the limitations in paid for placement advertising. So yes, it is supporting athletes because I was an underfunded athlete, but really it's a marketing play in terms of getting around the current regulations.
So currently, how is your sales or users looking?
So January 1st, we launched our initial test site and used a few. So I played rugby, so rugby comes out of my mouth a lot. But we used 2 rugby teams in the States just to test our system. Our biggest fear was getting to market and getting a following and not being able to follow through. So we had 10 rugby players sign up and start sharing our content on their very small pages. We're not talking about professional players here. And our sales for the first quarter were around $2,000. It wasn't a push for massive sales. It was just to prove that our actual systems, our product, and our delivery and our marketing was effective.
So what are your plans for the next 5 years?
5 years is a massive goal. I'm hoping just to get to the next first year. When you talk about big goals, even taking 1% of the US CBD market and allocating that to sports is massive. I think in 2021, CBD sales in the US were 5.1 billion. So if you talk about 5 to 10 year goals, saying that 1% of that will go to athletes in recovery, that would be a massive milestone for us to hit.
I have one last question. What about American football collegiate athletes? Have you had any thoughts on these type of athletes, targeting those specifically?
So that's a 2-part question. When you talk about American football,
Right.
you look at like Cayman and these larger companies that are going in and offering $10 million deals for professional sports leagues, and there's no sort of guarantee on conversion on whether that'll convert or not. The UFC is a prime example of a organization that took on a massive investment that didn't convert. So we're trying to stay away from the top 4 sports in the US and look for underfunded sports. And when you talk about collegiate athletes, that's much more entertaining. I think just this last year, I think maybe 6 months ago, the NCAA just released that collegiate athletes are now allowed to accept endorsements. And that is massive for us. Again, I have the best connections in rugby. So our next conversation is with the head of the collegiate rugby board to see if their athletes or teams are interested. But this investment is specifically for that, is to have these conversations with these top organizations and keep the lights on while we do it.
Sorry, I know I said that was my last question, but I have one last one. Sorry. How do you plan to tap into the Cayman market or make a change to be able to sell in the Cayman Islands market?
I've been quite a big advocate here. I actually did a presentation for the who was it? I did a presentation last year for the accounting association, I believe that it was, that wanted to speak on investment in CBD. And really it just comes from more public awareness. I mean, I don't want to rattle the can, too loudly, but it's just really more professionals, lawyers and policymakers stepping up to make the change. I mean, if you look at what CBD has done in the US over the last 7 years and the way it's trended, I mean, we're behind schedule. We do have a medical market. One of the very next steps should be CBD being over the counter. It's precedent in the US and it's precedent in the UK. So there is no excuse for us not having this here over the counter currently. And we just need more people in the public to speak up and speak loud enough.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Thank you so much for Active Relief Naturals. Like your fellow finalists, I am wishing everyone the best. So congratulations on being here in the finals, and as well as launching and scaling your business throughout the Cayman Islands. Much success with, jumping over the hurdles and being a trailblazer in the region for this product. So much success as you continue to advocate for this. And stick with us. We are now at the end of our pitch presentations. So now we will invite the judges to go into their breakout room to deliberate and discuss the results of today's pitch presentations and select our top 3 finalists. So judges, there is a room now, and I will assign you to this room. And you are free to step out and go into the breakout room. And we will keep things going as you deliberate. You have 10 to 15 minutes the most. So thank you. There we go. Perfect. So finalists, you are still here with me. And so for this next 10 minutes, we'll be having some discussions on what are some of the expectations going forward if you win today's pitch competition, some of the things that you can expect from the Entrepreneurship World Cup, and as well as we'll have some conversations with our organizers to share more about maybe some perspectives from the region, from the island, in fact, of the Cayman Islands, and some of the things that they're doing. So a heads up to the organizers, I will be calling you soon. But before I get to that, so finalists, can I get a pulse on any one of you? You can volunteer. Just tell us a bit about how you felt about your presentation today, and the whole process of, entering your applications and everything else. Does anyone want to share some insights on what their personal experience was doing this pitch competition?
Hi, Crystal, Michael here.
Yes, hi, Michael.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy that, we in Cayman have this type of opportunity. Just want to thank everyone here that, that support us and giving us, the time to, to show Cayman our talent and our business and our product.
Thank you. Any other finalist wants to share their sentiments or some of their experience? Was the application process a bit tedious? Was this your first time pitching in a competition? Tell us about, have you been accessing the perks that are available from the Entrepreneurship World Cup? Is there something that you would like to see different or more of in the Cayman Islands? You're welcome to share as well.
Yeah, I think I really appreciate the fact that you guys put this together. I've been working on my company for over 2 years, and it's very comfortable in a room of people that you're familiar with. But sharing publicly is challenging. And it's really, to be honest, the main reason I signed up is to get comfortable speaking about my company to others publicly. It all looks good on paper, and then in front of a group of people, you start to choke and don't get out half of what you want to. So I think it was a really good experience, and I think it's great for everybody to share their ideas, get feedback. It's the only way for things to grow.
Absolutely. And Isabel, I can really attest to that. Having 3 minutes only to present your entire vision can be a bit of a challenge for anyone to do. So just kudos to everyone who did take the time to prepare their presentations and pitch today. It's such a great experience, and I hope that you take some of the judges' questions to heart so that you can build on what you already have. So take those questions. If there are areas that you need to add more information or maybe even rethink what you may have thought of before, this is also an opportunity for you to do that. And so to the finalists, going on from today, what will be taking place is we will be hosting the Entrepreneurship World Cup regionals. And so the regional competition will be amongst the Caribbean islands. So across the Caribbean, over the next, we've started since last month. Some of the islands that have already hosted their pitch competition include Suriname and Jamaica and Antigua and Barbuda. And they have had their competitions as well as Curacao. And there will be much more competitions happening across the region in the coming weeks. And so all the winners from these national competitions will be brought to the regional finals. Prior to the regional finals on November 20th, there will be a bootcamp training and deliberation so that you can get to meet the national organizers of the regionals. You'll also get to find out more about who are the judges, and you'll find out what the expectations are of you in the finals. I can already tell you that you will have the same 3 minutes to re-pitch your business again on the regional level. So if there are any things that you want to incorporate into your pitch presentation based on maybe some of the feedback from the judges, you are able to do so in preparations for the regionals. And so at the regionals, once you've entered that competition and you've had the opportunity to pitch, if you're fortunate enough to be the winner of the regional finals, then you will be going on to the global competition to represent the Caribbean region in the regional finals in Saudi Arabia. And that will be taking place in March 2023. And so the top 100 finalists from across the globe will be going to Saudi, and that will be in March, as I mentioned. Before the global finals in March, there is an accelerator program that the regional finalists will be invited to, and that starts in January, and preparation for this global pitch competition. So at each stage, there is some form of training and equipping before you go into the next pitch. And so you can look out for that. I am wishing you all well. You all did a fantastic job in your presentations. And so I am very happy not to be a judge in any of these competitions, because picking a winner can always be such a hefty task. So as the judges deliberate, I wish them well. And with me today, and who made this possible really for us to even be here, is our national organizers. And so I'd like to invite the national organizers back on screen with me so that we can talk a bit more about your organization and talk a bit more about, some of the initiatives that maybe the finalists and others that are watching us live can know about your organization and know what to expect from your organization maybe in the coming months if you have anything happening. So I invite Michael, Afia, and Miss Descent to join me. Hi, Michael. How did you enjoy the pitch presentations?
I thought it was phenomenal. I would hate to be a judge. I would not want to be a judge in this. I thought it was phenomenal. I think everybody had a great showing. It's also hard to pitch something in 3 minutes, and these folks did a phenomenal job in pitching this 3-minute presentation that covered so much. I was happy that the judges had the opportunity to ask questions, because there's a lot more clarification that was done within their companies. But I think all of these businesses are very scalable in our market today. I'm a small business owner as well, and I can say to you, I wish that I had more consultation in more places that I could go and seek support and guidance when I launched my organization. I made a lot of mistakes, but it also helped me understand the role of business and how to manage it, how to promote my product. I think just making the mistakes was it didn't cost me a lot of money, but I wish that I didn't have to go through all of the mistakes that I made. So I congratulate all of the folks that pitched their products today. It's hard, certainly pitching it in front of people that you don't know, but also given a very, very limited amount of time. I am excited for next year, because I think Cayman would be in a better place. We were all busy. Myself, Taz, and Althea were extremely busy this year, and doing our own thing and so forth. And I'm excited for next year, because we'll have more time to get better prizes and certainly do more promotions and so forth with this, because there's a lot of young entrepreneurs in our country. We need to give them a better platform in order to pitch their ideas and hopefully get the funding that they need.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that sentiment is felt across the Caribbean, where we all wanted to do so much more for the entrepreneurs as much as we can, but even having this opportunity to showcase their business on this global platform is a great start. And so thank you so much for your contributions in making this possible. And I invite Althea or Mr. Seth to say a few words as well. How was the event for you?
The event was actually quite exciting. I'm here wondering what the judges are going to decide. It was really good. Everyone did an amazing job. I'm so proud of all of them. I'm actually going to check in with the judges to see if they're ready, but I'm going to leave you with Althea. She's going to tell you a little bit more about what we do here at the center and our experience throughout this whole thing. But I did want to say a big thank you as well to Michael Miles and Inspire Cayman Training, because they have actually donated today's prizes. So we have 3 prizes, as we mentioned earlier. So the first prize is actually valued at $1,200. Second prize is valued at $800, and third prize is valued at $700. So we're really excited to hear who the winners are and who's going to be getting those prizes. So I'm going to leave you really quick to check in on the judges, and I'll let you know when they're ready.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes, peek in for us and you can bring some sneak peeks. Back with you. Thank you.
Okay.
Over to you, Althea. Tell us about your experience. How did you enjoy today's event?
I thought it was a great event. I thought it was especially interesting because so much was done by these entrepreneurs without the guidance that normally attends these kinds of events. Usually you prepare them, you tell them, even if you give them an outline in terms of a template, you usually have to provide some guidance as to what is expected, what is that you should say, what's most important, what you speak about, what do you leave out if you only have 3 minutes. And I thought they did extremely well without that kind of one-on-one guidance that we normally provide. So I was excited, I was happy that they were able to deliver themselves so well in such a way that made them look like they were attractive investments. If an investor, for example, wanted to see what was behind, they did themselves well, I was proud. So I was happy, I was really happy to see, how that played out today. But in addition to that, we are happy to be participants and, to be lead organizers. We're organizing the event for Cayman. We got in on the back end. Michael will tell you, he was called by Dr.
Brandon.
Brandon. And, asked, could he lead? He was busy, so he asked us to join. We're happy. We were ourselves busy because we were in the middle of implementing a number of programs. As it was summer, and a number of summer programs are on. So we said, okay, this falls directly into our mandate. It represents what we do in Cayman. So definitely let's get on board. It was difficult doing it at such short notice, especially we were worried that we wouldn't have be able to impact how they represented themselves. So how I am feeling happy today, seeing that even though we didn't get a chance to do that, they did too well. But we're happy to be on board. As I say, CICBD is the government's agent for developing and supporting small businesses. We don't just represent small business in terms of advocacy, but we get involved in the actual development work. So we get into the underbelly of your business. We do assessments, we do diagnostics, we see where you are weak, we look, we can add value. And our clients, we have specific programs for different tiers of clients, depending on where you are in your development, not just in the stage of development, but where the gaps are. So you have custom designed solutions, and you are given advisors to take you through the precarious areas of growth. Once you're working with us, you have a one-on-one relationship with a business advisor who takes you through at least those 2 years, those precarious 2 startup years. We also do a lot of workshops, and we have several programs that are designed and cohort-based. For example, we're running one now, which we consider our flagship program. It's called Grow Your Business. We have 20 businesses in it that have been existing for over 2 years, but just don't know what it takes, to take themselves level up. Right. So we call it Level Up and Grow Your Business, and that's been doing very, very, very well. We have an incubator as well. We have several other programs. We just completed a Entrepreneurship Summer Camp. So a number of things are happening, and that are directly target. I look at ensuring that we experience our businesses experience growth. It's not just about advocacy or being able to say what small businesses can't do. We enable small businesses. That's our primary role here in Cayman.
That is
so we're happy to be a part of this program.
Absolutely. I am so excited to see that, you know, we have a government entity that is vested in their communities development. SMEs always need that extra support to be able to grow. You know, reports often say that SMEs don't make it past their 5th year. And so having an entity as the support system for these entrepreneurs is crucial to not only getting into business, but sustaining that business past that time period, you know, past that incubation time period and past that growth and scale period. So I'm really hopeful that the entrepreneurs, whether they are pitching today, apply to the finals, or any one of them, would be able to make contact with your organization and be able to connect with you in the future. So even if there wasn't an opportunity in this event to be able to, you know, access the services or access the resources that are available from your organization, that they may do so in the future. So if someone wants to connect with your organization, how do they get in touch with you, and where are you located? Tell the entrepreneurs.
We are in Baytown Plaza. Our telephone number is 244-8009. That's our hotline. And you may also contact us through email, cicd@gov.ky.
Perfect. Yes. So entrepreneurs, make sure that you're maximizing the accesses that you have to resources, to education, and everything else that you need to grow your business. You will definitely need those to be able to scale. And so thank you as well to Michael Miles for sponsoring the prizes for today. Tell us a bit more about, you know, your organization and what you do for entrepreneurs.
So I operate a training center. I operate a vocational and technical training center. We have had a major gap in vocational training for, I would say, probably the last 40 years. So I brought my company in line about 4 years ago. 3 years we've been in operation, but I did a lot of market research for about a year. Before that, I mean, I'm a social worker by trade. So I've been in youth development for a very long time, and I've worked within, I developed a lot of programming for the Cayman Islands government and for other private organizations. And the one major thing that I saw was that, you know, the track to go to college wasn't for probably 80% of our young people. You know, they simply just wanted to get some training and move on into developing their skills and move on into some sort of skills training program, but we didn't have that. So about 4 years ago, after working extensively in the prison system and talking to those folks there, I decided, you know, that I would launch this. And we have gone from just offering construction programs and dive training in automotive. We now have over 4,000 programs. COVID have also forced us to adjust. So we have well over 4,000 programs online. So we can reach anybody anywhere in the world at this point in time that actually want a program. We have programs that people could do from an hour to where they can do over a 3-month period. We now customize programs for a number of companies that want to get into, you know, we have a lot of construction companies that want specific safety training programs. We customize our accredited programs into those programs. So we're doing quite a bit. In the last 6 months, we purchased a heavy equipment simulator. So we now offer a 23 different machines on a simulator machine. That's been a prized possession because we have hundreds of jobs in Cayman that are actually taken up by foreign workers, because Caymanians don't have the skills for, you know, truck driving or heavy equipment machinery. So we can now offer that on island in a safe space where, you know, we don't have to put people behind, you know, a $1 million or $300,000 machine. We can put them in a simulator, get them skilled up, get them a Group 4 license, and all they now need is experience on the job. So we do quite a bit of stuff.
That's fantastic. I really love the concept of simulation, because I mean, every country, especially in the Caribbean region, you find that we don't necessarily have access to the educational resources that are available internationally. And so having those available on island, even through simulation, is an added value. So thank you for, you know, the innovation and making that available in your country. It is a really great concept, and thank you for your support of this initiative in and of itself. We really appreciate you coming on board and finding partners to be able to execute this event. And so I will check in one last time with the judges to see if they are ready for us. I know that the finalists are here in anticipation, waiting for the results as much as we are. So let me just take a quick moment to find out where the judges are at the moment. All right, so I invite our judges to rejoin us here in our live broadcast and find out which judge will be making the announcements for today's winners. Judges, are you back? Let's see. Welcome, welcome back, judges. So Ms. Descent, on behalf of the judges, are there any final words that you would like to say before we hear the results of today's event?
No, I believe the judges are ready. I just want to say again, good luck to everyone. You guys did an amazing job, and I'm looking forward to hearing who the winner is.
Likewise, we are all looking forward to hearing. If you can let the judges know that they will need to rejoin the main session, send them a quick note to join us back in the main room.
Okay.
While we wait for the judges, let me give my final then congratulations to the finalists today. You all, of course, did an amazing job. As a reminder, we will be having the winner of today's event join us in the Caribbean Regionals, where I'll be hosting EWC's regional finals in November. The projected date right now is November the 20th, that is a Sunday, and you'll be joined with finalists from across the region. We have approximately, last year we had 17 islands pitch in this competition in the regional finals. So hopefully we're looking at the same or more finalists this year in our regional finals. So you will be up against all the winners from the Caribbean regionals. And I see our judges are fully back. And so judges, I invite you to join me here on stage then with the announcements and let us know who will be making the announcement of the winner for today. And so who?
Okay, I've been volunteered to be the speaker for some reason on behalf of the judges. So I'd just like to say, on behalf of all of the judges, just thank you so much for this opportunity. It was really, really an honor to be able to serve in this way and see so many talented people present today. It's very encouraging for, our economy in Cayman to see young entrepreneurs doing their thing. So well done to everybody. So the way the criteria works, we are going to announce the second runner-up, the first runner-up, and then the winner. So I'll say a little bit about each as we go. All participants and candidates did an excellent job with their presentations. You can really tell how much time they put into it. You can tell how much passion they have behind their businesses, and they have, you can see that there's a drive to make it successful. So I just want to say another congratulations to everybody. There were just very few points separating everybody. So just know that this was not an easy decision by any stretch of the imagination. It was very difficult and came down to very nitty-gritty numbers. So you all came very close within each other. So just starting with the second runner-up, we would like to give a big congratulations to Cgm Consulting as the second runner-up, with just, a mere 4 points separating you from the person above you. Well done. Your business is going to continue to succeed and thrive, and we can see that. The trajectory you're on is excellent, and your scalability is excellent. So we congratulate you and wish you all the best. So our first runner-up, in a very vital field that will become even more vital as we progress as a race, humanity. We have Farm Fresh coming in with just 5 points under the winner. Farm Fresh is going to be very vital as we go forward as well because of the the food security issues that we're facing in our country as a small island nation. We're going to need more and more of these things in our country. So I want to say a big congratulations to first runner-up Farm Fresh. And then, drum roll, please. We have our winner. Yay. Coming in just 5 points between the winner and the first runner-up, we have Fusion Mixology. So I want to give a big congratulations to Fusion Mixology and say congratulations. We very quickly agreed on this company as the winner because we could see the potential within this company. We could also see the need for the funding. We can also see the drive and the passion and the creativity behind this. And also, being a young Caymanian helps a lot. So we just want to say, Fusion Mixology, you have a bright future ahead of you. We're very excited. Keep that same confidence that you have about yourself. And one word of advice just from a few of us, because we know about this liquor licensing thing, let that be your first priority. Don't leave that till the end after you get a box truck. That should be your first priority because you're going to be able to fund that box truck yourself once you get that liquor license. So go for the lower hanging fruit, grab that liquor license, and you'll be able to fund yourself. So that's the way to do it. So I just want to say big congratulations on behalf of myself and the judges.
Thank you, Judge Christina. And congratulations to Fusion Mixology. Miss Maya Grant, we are saluting you and we are excited to see you come over to the regional finals in November. You will get so much more details about the competition moving forward, and we celebrate you today. So Maya, if you would like to, I would give you a 1 minute because we're a bit over time, but you can have a moment to say thanks to anyone that you would like to say thanks to. Maya, if you're with us, how are you feeling?
Hey guys. So wow, I'm a bit overwhelmed. Wow, no, thank you so much. I would like to say thank you to all the judges. I would like to say thank you to all my family that support me, all my friends, and all my people in the chat and stuff. No, I all the Caymanians and everybody in the Cayman Islands, I do thank you because it's the support that is coming from there that really pushes us forward. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Maya. Congratulations to you again. And that brings us to the end of our regional finals for today. I will Thank you all for staying with us. Thank you all for pitching. And to all the other finalists, I hope that you remain consistent and diligent in doing the things that you have already done. As Althea mentioned before, you weren't able to get any pre-preparation. So as a trailblazer who applied, who went through the process of making sure that your applications were in on time and prepared your presentations on your own and coming to pitch in today's finals, we are saluting you for all the things that you did to bring your business in the forefront of Cayman Islands entrepreneurs here in this competition. And so again, my name is Crystal Legrand. And before I close out for today, I'd like our organizers, if they have any final words, your time to say any final words before we close.
Yes, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you to everybody that was involved. Crystal, massive thanks to you for taking this on. You have come in and you offered to help, and we are so grateful to have you helping. Michael from Inspire Cayman Training, thank you so much for the prizes. Maya, congratulations, and congratulations to the other two winners. We're proud of you. We will be handing out the prizes on Monday at 2 o'clock at the Cayman Islands Center for Business Development. So please come and see us on Monday at 2 o'clock. We're located at Baytown Plaza. Congratulations again, and thank you everybody for joining us.
Congratulations to all of the winners, but congratulations to all of the candidates that pitched today. Maya and Martin and Cgm Consulting, great pitches. Thank you all for participating. You're going to hear a lot more from us, hopefully in the near future, as we develop this program some more. Please keep on, moving your businesses forward. I think it's phenomenal to have more Caymanians owning our own businesses and ensuring that we're employing more of our people out there and inspiring young people. So congratulations again. Have a phenomenal weekend, and I'll see everyone on Monday as we do the prize donations.
You and Thea, do you have any final words before we close today?
I just like to add my word of congratulations. Like Michael, I think everybody is a winner. Everybody who participated is a winner. You may not have been given the top prize or one of the 3 prizes, but having gotten this far, the fact that you are able to visualize an idea and bring it to in terms of a concept, we are happy. And some of you have started already. So whether or not you won a prize, one of the things I've always noted is that very many times people who enter competitions and don't win actually become the real businesses. So don't ever feel disappointed because you don't win a competition, because many times those who win never really take it beyond a certain point. But those who don't win very often are the ones who become the real exceptional business. So everybody here is a winner. Thank you for having participated, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you, Althea. And so with that, we are at the end of the presentations, the pitches, everything today. So to recap, we have the second runner-up for the EWC Cayman Islands was Cjm Consulting. And so we congratulate you on presenting and being awarded the second place prize. The first runner-up is Farm Fresh, and congratulations to you as well. And our winner today was Fusion Mixology. And so congratulations to all our winners. Congratulations to everyone who presented their business today. Thank you for joining us. I am Crystal Legrand, and I am proud to be your host for today. Thank you for having me, and have a wonderful weekend. We will see the finalists and the winners on Monday.